When you are facing parental alienation, the emotional pain is devastating. But the hardest challenge is that your intuitive response, defending yourself, correcting the facts, or showing how hurt you are, usually backfires and reinforces the alienation. Reacting defensively or getting angry inadvertently validates the alienating parent's narrative. To an alienated child, those reactions make you appear unpredictable or unstable, confirming exactly what they've been told about you. To stop this cycle, you must adopt the safe harbor mindset. The goal is to remain emotionally regulated at all times, demonstrating that your love is unconditional by refusing to engage in a psychological war. This video will build a practical de-escalation playbook. We will walk through exact scripts to handle extreme hostility, confusing legal language, and drop-off meltdowns. Mastering this playbook provides a specific protocol for high-stress moments, ensuring your responses are guided by your long-term parenting goals rather than the intensity of the conflict. The first scenario in the playbook addresses extreme verbal hostility, such as a child testing you by saying, "I hate you." This graphic highlights the failure point you must avoid. On the left is the instinctual reaction, getting angry or demanding respect. On the right is the actual strategy, de-escalation and validation. Before you speak, physically stop yourself from escalating. Take a deep breath and maintain a calm, neutral facial expression. The core strategy is to separate the child's emotion from the reality. You are validating that they feel angry without agreeing to the false premise of why they are angry. Use this specific script. "I can see you are incredibly angry with me right now. It's okay to be angry. I love you, and nothing you say will ever make me stop loving you." Take a moment to screenshot this script so it is ready for your next interaction. By validating the emotion without attacking the premise, you deny the conflict the fuel it needs to grow. It prevents the interaction from spiraling into the defensive argument the child was likely expecting. Step 2 handles borrowed language, where a child uses complex adult or legal words like narcissist or custody schedule. Do not accuse the child of being coached, and do not attempt to immediately fact-check the statement. Instead, use gentle Socratic questioning. This encourages the child to think critically about the words they are using without making them feel attacked. If the child cannot explain the term, let the lack of explanation sit there. Do not press the issue further. Use this script to dismantle borrowed terminology. You mentioned the custody schedule. That's a pretty big legal term. What does that word mean to you? Socratic questioning is effective because it reveals that the words are not the child's own, allowing them to see the gap in their understanding without feeling interrogated. Step 3 addresses the independent thinker phenomenon, where a child vehemently insists that their rejection of you is entirely their own choice. Arguing about where their thoughts came from is a dead end. It forces the child to double down and defend their autonomy. Sidestep the debate entirely. You do not need to agree with them, but you must shift the focus from the source of the thought to your own commitment as a parent. Deploy this script. "I hear that this is how you feel right now. Regardless of where the feelings come from, my job as your parent is to be here for you and keep our relationship healthy." By refusing to battle over the origin of their thoughts, you maintain the focus on the actual relationship and the trust you are trying to rebuild. Step 4 focuses on transition meltdowns, such as a child barricading themselves in a car or refusing to enter your home. Avoid physically forcing the child or engaging in a shouting match with the other parent. These actions create traumatic memories that the child will associate with you. Logistical preparation is key. Document the refusal quietly, using a neutral third party or a home security camera where legal. Ignore the alienating parent and speak only to the child. Offer a low-friction transition, like simply walking inside for a snack. If the child continues to refuse after several minutes, use this release script. "I love you very much and I want you here. Since you are not able to come inside right now, I am going to let you go back, but I will be here waiting for you next time." Gracefully releasing the child protects them from a high-stress confrontation while creating a record of the alienation for legal purposes. You now have the tools in your de-escalation playbook to maintain your composure during these high-conflict moments. These scripts will not solve parental alienation after a single use. This is a long-term strategy that requires persistence. The long-term objective is to consistently prove that you are a safe space. Over time, your steady behavior contradicts the false narrative the child has been taught. Review your saved screenshots before your next custody transition, and take a deep, grounding breath before the interaction begins. Prioritizing these tactics over your own defensive instincts is a concrete way to keep the door open for your child, proving your steadfast commitment through your actions.